Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening. I'm sure we all know what we're here for. I know you know what happens now. Welcome to another midnight or an installment of Midnights with Marcus Maven. Ah, it's about as disappointing in the big picture thing. Very disappointing. Very, 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 very disappointing. But I'll come at it from a different way. I'll come at it from a different way. You know what the disappointment is? The disappointment is I saw a little more substitution. Should have been like that from the beginning. But even with the substitutions, there was a standard. There was just a standard that I saw in the game. There was a standard that I saw in the game that was disappointing. I saw a disappointing standard of behavior, of athletic behavior. I saw a culture of complaining to the referees. I saw a culture of falling down, not getting back up. I saw a culture of not valuing the ball like it needs to be valued. Red State, are you in here? Cashmere, are you in here? If so, you know what we got to do, good people. Let's take 1 second, and I'd like to invite everyone to YouTube. If you're watching on Twitter or Twitch or Facebook, I invite you to YouTube. Just type in Made for the Ville. MadeForTheVille. Type in Made for the Ville. You're more than welcome to join us on the YouTube channel. With that being said, Facebook gets shut down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Twitch gets shut down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Twitter gets shut down. Again, Twitter, you're more than welcome to join us on the YouTube channel, Made for the Ville. MadeForTheVille. Twitter must be shut down in 3, 2, 1, bang. Save changes. So when you watch things, I just see, missed call, I'm turning, hands out towards the ref, over and over and over again. I say that can't be tolerated on your basketball team. The willingness to fall and then look at the ref and complain often was bad. The speed of running the plays was a lot better. The defensive intensity, it's like the defensive IQ was not good, but the defensive intensity was a lot better. Listen, you can't stay. It's hard to stay in front of guards, but the rotation and the cover down turns into IQ. We played tighter defense, but there's this certain level of standard that we're just not holding the players to a certain standard on a lot of stuff. Valuing the basketball has to have a better standard. Sky Clark getting in the middle of the court and guys knocking it back out from behind. I don't know if we back tapped more than 3 basketballs the entire year. That is done to us all year long. mm, mm. CJ3K in the building. What's good? So, yeah, tonight, what I saw, the disappointing thing is tonight I can't even talk about the improvement. I mean, okay, put it this way, I can't really celebrate the improvement because the red flags are so glaring to me. The red flags are glaring. It has not like the red flags that don't have to do with the basketball. Listen, they did a better job of using the glass. That was improvement. They did a better job. Looks like they knew where they were supposed to be. I think Coach Payne did a better job of substituting, a little quicker. Kept fresh bodies on. Guys weren't like there was a couple of times where just guys wouldn't have battled before like they did today, but they just accept losing the ball too easy. They accept not getting the rebound too easy. So those were some of the disappointing things, and as far as like our offense, right? I don't have a problem with finding matchups. When you need buckets, when you get in critical situations, finding good matchups to get buckets. But you can't run a whole. To me, you can't run a whole game. You can't run a whole game without motions and stuff that don't get you layups. You can't just isolate a side of the ball, give people a lane, a clearing out lane. You can do that for possession. You can't do that a whole game and have a sustainable efficiency. Mm. Yep. Like I said, it wasn't all bad, but bad enough to say you can't. This is not a sustainable style. This is not a winnable style. This is not a winnable. The things you let go, you can't beat teams when your team is whining about fouls. You can't keep a fan base engaged. When I see a shot go up and a guy gets fouled, and you actually are arguing with the ref, and the ball is going the other way. Like I said, early in the year, maybe you see it once or twice. You get in the film room, you cuss them out. It's over. But I saw it way too many times. I saw our players looking at the ref over and over and over again. Now listen, do I yell at the players for whining to the ref? Yes. Do I look at the coach for saying you let your players whine to the ref? Yes. Man, these are some really different names in here tonight. Mm, mm. Yeah, it's a whole lot of new names. Haven't seen these here before. Mm. Is Lauren is Lauren Wick back? Oh, mm. Let's look at that. Let's take a peek at that. Let me look at my stats. Uh, let's look at the stats. I don't mind that at all. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Um, let me see. Where's that? Where's that? There it is. Basketball. Let's go to. Come on. My computer's running a little slow tonight, y'all. Hold on. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we fans have been through hell. The L's down is really pissed off. I pull up short. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So we can yard and you and I can run the possessions and you can do one on one. But when you start seeing the little stuff, the little entry passes and the positioning on the court and just the details that we accept. Like I said, the red flags are just too red. They got to get another running back. Let me make sure I didn't change this audio. Okay, how's the audio now? Was it because it was too far away? How's the sound now? Are we good? Yeah, that's it. That's disappointing too. They don't play extended hard. They play. They play in waves. That's been my thing about the substitutions. You can see them get tired. You can see, hands on hips. You That's what I thought, Fabian. I thought the L's down might. I thought the L's down might turn them up. When I saw the L's down, I was thinking good. When I saw L's down, I was thinking good. That's what we needed to get fired up. It's just you can't win full games getting tough shots. Like, listen, the 1-on-1 shots for a full game, it don't work like that in college. I didn't hear that part. I never have the Is it too loud? Is it too loud now? is, is she is she working the boards? See, and the problem is, like I said, listen, they're gonna crack the whip, and he's gonna win a couple games, but it's not gonna be good. Like long term, you can't be like this. Mm. Better substitution don't mean good substitution. I was relieved he was doing a little bit of substitution. That was improvement. Now, listen, I agree with you. It wasn't good. The substitution level was not good. Yeah, they're not conditioned like to play those extended. Mm. Yeah, that's a problem too. Yeah. Like I said, we can have a couple improvements in a couple of areas, but the red flags will be would be they're just too yeah, yeah, and the Karan Davis thing, like you can't have that going on with the Karan Davis situation and go lose to that team. No, you don't. I mean, I feel what you're saying, Robert, but you don't. Come on, not in here. Look, we're not mean to each other in here. Listen, you can be mean to each other on Twitter. You can be toxic everywhere else, but don't be mean to each other in here. Just some constructive conversation. Mm-hmm. The flying bird. I did see the back and forth. Um, you're probably not gonna get, like I say, you're not gonna get the public stuff, but it's one of those things like even having this conversation now and just seeing the it really looked demoralized in there today. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, like I said, Josh knows what he got to do. Listen, that wouldn't surprise me. That wouldn't surprise me. Like I said, if they had a better game plan to make sure you know Kenny Payne and Josh Hurd on the same page. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, like I said, and you never know how much the like when I watch Nolan over there, Nolan's really worked up. He's really in tune to it, and he's trying to urge those guys. But we'll go back to a great coach once having a great statement, and that statement was, "Ass meets bench, bench retains ass." The greatest motivator that has ever existed in sports has been the bench because players are naturally wired to do what it takes to get in the game. And I'm telling you, if you see, like, it's not personal. It's not personal. I've loved. I probably hated four players in history at this school. I've probably hated four players in history, so it's never personal. But if you can watch, if you can watch film over and over again and watch and see how often Brandon loses the ball in any kind of traffic, how Brandon falls anytime, and I listen, Brandon falls because he's been protecting his legs. He's been protecting his legs. That's why he falls. That's why Jalen Withers falls. If you let them continue to fall and not bounce back up with desperation, guess what they're going to do? You're going to fall. And then the ball's going to go the other way. So the only time you're going to have an effective Brandon is when the referees are blowing the whistle for him. It breaks my heart to see it. And when Trey White thinks he got fouled, and to see Trey White's response to when somebody scores on him, I'm not mad at Trey White's response anymore. Coach, you got to get him out. He's cruising. Now we all know if a good shot over Trey White or a good shot over your player, we can tell the difference. But a lethargic effort on defense, or when they got that dunk, because Trey White was the farthest man from the ball, and he didn't bump the big man, and they got the alley oop in the first half. Trey was supposed to be helping in the middle, but when guys don't want to they don't want to help in the middle because it means they got to run all the way out and cover the 3-pointer. It's tiresome, and it takes a level of discipline to help and recover with urgency. But if you let them get away with cruising, they're gonna cruise. Mm, mm. Charles, just let that one go. Malik, Tyler doesn't listen. What do you mean? I mean, but Tyler kind of has the I don't listen like Russ Smith doesn't listen. Yeah, so okay, so you're if you don't get your instant way with Kenny Payne, you want to fire Josh Hurd, like that's like gaslighting conversation. Hersey, I mean he can't get it done out there with these guys. Cardinal camp, right, right, right. That would be the case. Um, right. But here's the thing. This is it's a group. It's a group talented enough to perform a lot better, to win a lot more games. Like we shouldn't be this far into the season, and the things that I'm celebrating are things that should have been happening in earlier in the season. We just like I said, the getting off the ground slow. I don't know if y'all can see it quite as clear, but those are the alarming things. Like a lot. Okay, a lot of times you get some good. I mean, you had possessions with great ball movement, great unselfish behavior, great shots, all that good stuff. But here's the problem: the shot goes up. Everybody allows themselves to get beat or to get boxed out really easy. So I can say, hey, that was great ball movement. That was great, possession, blah, blah. That was a good look. But if two people don't try for the offensive rebound on every shot, like you're not gonna win. And you're damn sure not gonna take advantage of teams that aren't as talented, aren't as athletic. That's why you go get those tall guards, because you have the advantage on the boards. But what good is having a 6'6" guard if he's not going to crash the offensive boards? Or he's going to take pull up jump shots the whole game. I disagree. I disagree. He doesn't. Listen, if he said 2 years and I'm gonna evaluate him at the end of year two, it is what it is. Mm, mm. Y'all will freak out if he won the Kentucky game, wouldn't you? Yeah, yeah, I do agree. Like there's I don't think I can put a number on games to win that would make me feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He's solid, man. I'm kind of hard on Hersey. Listen, William, your guess is good as mine. Look, but you part of me want to say, Coach, did you forget everything Coach Crum taught us? He taught. Listen, he taught us ball. You advance the basketball. Advance the basketball. You can get it back. The ball moves faster. We learned popping the ball from behind. A guy should never be able to dribble faster than you can run. But like I said, they were getting better at cutting off the baseline on drives. Like I said, there was stuff they were getting better at. So I don't like when people just say everything. When everybody speaks in absolutes, it's like I understand your agenda that you want them fired now and you want to be chaotic and all that good stuff. Like I understand that, but that's not productive. That's not healthy dialogue. Just firing people every night. It's not productive. Mm, mm. So many times we had the opportunity to use the glass before tonight. I couldn't even really complain as much tonight because we did use the backboard a lot. But I'm like, had we been using the backboard the entire season, we would be a lot further along. They shoot bad. They shoot bad. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you can shoot all day on the machines, and you can have people rebounding you all day. But listen, they're not hitting jump shots. But you should not have to rely on jump shots the entire game. That's pro basketball. That's professional basketball. He's he's our offenses are too pro. They're too pro style. I wouldn't even want to see I wouldn't even want to see recruits. I'd want to see transfers. Yeah, like I said, the irritation is with the we should do some things great all the time. We should do some things really good all the time. We should have a standard of some things. Playing hard, running fast. Like I said, when you just see how much when you go back and see how much whining to the refs we did, it's like that's the part of the game that you just can't tolerate when you're losing and you got you got the Karan Davis situation. Mm, because it's not going to benefit anybody. You can't hire a new coach. You can't hire a coach mid-season. That's why he didn't fired. It's a bad look to fire him in 2 years. That'll scare off more coaches. That'll make your buyout for another coach. It'll if you fire him now, your buyout for another coach will go up by $2-3 million. Now, if you get to the UK game and you get wasted by UK, then it wouldn't surprise me if they just said, we're having a meeting about the direction of the program. That's probably about all you would probably hear, in my opinion, is you would hear the AD is meeting with the head coach about the direction of the program. That's about it. Yeah, because okay, so if he got fired, okay, if he got fired in the middle of the season, and Nolan or not, yeah, Nolan became the interim. Would that make you feel better? Like, would that would make you feel better because you got your pound of flesh, right? But it'll make it a lot. It'll make it that much harder to hire somebody else. Mm, mm. Yeah, I didn't like the. I didn't. I wasn't too particularly. The referees let him play though. I think they let him play late. Whatever. But I think they established the game of letting them play. Like I said, their defense was a lot better. Their defensive energy was better, but their IQ was not good. They got the ball to Brandon a couple, got some good paint touches. They rebounded on defense, really good, or a lot better. Um, like I said, you could just see, you could see the you could see what they're working on, but when you don't do the little things good, it's just like you're gonna be in trouble. Yeah, I know what you're saying with that one. Yeah, like, but the problem is, I do think he needs to try the portal. The problem is you still got to be able to coach up, some of your average guys. Yeah. Mm, mm. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, yeah. Like I said, there's like I said, the benefit other than to satisfy the fan base, that would be the only reason. Okay, it's like, do you think if you fired him, fans would show up? No. Yeah. But again, if you bring in Trey White and you just tell him he's gonna play no matter what, you're hurting him more than you're helping him. 4 team assists is terrible. Right. Right. Yeah, you just want to talk a little more sensible. No, I didn't see that. Yeah, he just going with a pro format. And like for what? No, it's like, yeah, we have that argument every year. Like, you don't worry about that. You want to keep the guys you can. Yeah, too many communication lapses. But again, you got to have a standard of protect the rim first and then out. Like if you miscommunicate and a guy gets a three, that's different from miscommunication and a guy getting a dunk. You protect the rim first. You protect the rim. You run back, you protect the rim, and then you play defense outwards. Yeah. Interim not is not going to make people start going all of a sudden. No, see, yeah, that's the thing. They're playing good enough to beat some teams, but not good enough to have any kind of consistency with their winning. Hmm. Yeah, that's wrong. Like I said, being a former player, I know the difference between players taking advantage and players getting away with what they can get away with. So I don't know if you have the same vantage point as I do. Like I said, um, when when Coach Crum got fired, like I was on those teams. Like I seen what players do when they have an opportunity, and I know sometimes there's nothing the coach can do about that. And I know the things the coach did right, and I know the coach, things the coach did wrong. But if you want to be that fan who always blames the coach, I mean, more power too, I guess. But mm, yeah, I don't really do the post game. Like I said, I got a different perspective. Just with my history. No, he's developing them. He's developing them individually, but not team wise. You need a little break. But the younger guys are the ones really giving up the energy. Hmm. Can't do pro shit without pros. Yeah, that's a lie. Listen. I feel you. That's a lie. You still watch it. Or if you're not watching it, you should be commenting. If you're not watching the game, you shouldn't be commenting. I think you're lying. I think you watch it and you just get pissed off and then you turn it off and then you turn it back on and then you want to see what happens. Or you're not watching. Like if you're not watching the game at all, it's just like don't watch it or don't comment then. Yeah, and then there's that conversation. Mm. Yeah, guys. Yeah, I will say that guys not wanting to foul because they want to just stay in the game. I know what you're saying. Yeah, that's Jason. That's another. Listen, if I made a bingo board of gaslighting comments, apathy is the worst thing. I don't watch anymore. Like those are like bingo card things that you hear. It's just like I'll never buy a ticket again. Until this coach is fired. It's like, oh yeah, here we go again. Listen, I did it already with Rick. I did it with Bobby. I did it with Mac. I did it with 1,000 coaches. I've done the I don't care anymore. I've done the I'm not buying a ticket anymore. I've done the if you don't fire him now, it's going to take 5 years to recover. I've done it. I've done it. I've done it all. Done it all. I've done it. I've done it. We can't go through another day of this if Tom Jurge doesn't, if Vince Tyree doesn't do it, if Josh Hurd, if John I've done it all. I know the difference between overreaction. Mm-mm. Listen, but here's the problem. We do got talent. He did a great job recruiting. This is a team. This is a team that should be performing better. We have a talented roster. We have the number one player out of New York. We have the number one player out of Michigan. We have the number 2 or 3 center in Dennis Evans. Brandon Huntley Hatfield was a former 5-star. Listen, Manny. We should be getting a lot out of Manny. Trey White was one of the top 5 transfers. Scott Clark was one of the top 5 transfers. He did a good job in putting a roster together. Yeah, I never did like that mafia thing. I don't have to explain what that's about. No, nobody said that. Oh no. Oh no. Wait a minute. Did I hit you? Damn it. Did I time out Brandon? Lauren, did he catch a stray? Oh, Brandon, if you caught a stray, I'm sorry. I think somebody might have caught a stray. If somebody caught a stray timeout, I apologize. I saw somebody, I looked away, I was having a cocktail. Mm, mm, mm. Yeah, yeah, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can just say, he won't be retained or something like that. Yeah, yeah, that would sound about right. Elliot, my confidence of his style. Put it this way: I don't have much confidence in his style of coaching in college basketball. I don't have much confidence. Like I said, you build from the ground up. You build from the ground up. I don't think he built from the ground up. That's why we're still struggling with simple things. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. The reason he hasn't lost the team is he got a bunch of young players that's ready to play really hard. So he has not lost the team at all. No, listen. These Portal guys, they'll be here. They know what this is. 2-3 defense. I don't like the rotation. Like they don't understand. Again, inside out, they don't understand. So like I don't like our zone principles at all. And that makes us that makes you be able to kind of fight about the hey, it's too much pro ball. You're not used to like pros are not worried about zones because pros are such good shooters. You got two superstars that can chew up a zone on every pro team. These are not pros. It's not how the college game goes. Heard the need to. I'm just catching up, y'all. I'm just scrolling catch up. If I missed your comment, sorry about that. Yeah, here's the thing. I agree with secrecy from the coaches. I liked when Coach Mack took people out of the locker room. I liked it. That's my preference in particular. Y'all mind if I pour myself another drink? Um, I might say something crazy in a second. I don't mind coaches being secretive. I prefer coaches being secretive all day, every day. That's how you keep out of trouble. Coaches who don't snitch, players who don't snitch, ADs who don't snitch. I want to keep any kind of job conversation between Kenny Payne and Josh Hurd. I want it between Kenny Payne and Josh Hurd. Because people are too messy. People are too messy. So anything between any conversation about job security, I don't mind. Any extensions between Jeff Brom and Josh Hurd, keep it behind the scene. Um, Everything is overreaction. Emotional reaction is overreaction. Like I said, your qualities are getting outshined by your deficiencies. You're damn lot. listen, listen. This is funny, Maestro. I don't. Rummage might be mad at me. I don't know if I'll be woke because I got to worry about my mental health. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize I didn't have a screen. Sorry about that. We got to worry about my mental health. Mm. Yeah, yeah, Ricky. In hindsight, that's going to be the story. Yeah, that's gonna be the story at the end. It's just gonna say, yeah, they like I said, it's a standard thing. I might have poured a little too much in there. Mm. Listen, Thomas, let me ask you this: if he was winning, if he was winning, would you be upset about the Karan Davis situation? Give me that answer. If he was winning, would you be mad about Karan Davis and not having a clear idea what's happened? Now, if you're honest about that, you would say no. You would say, who gives a damn about Karan Davis? He's not playing. You wouldn't care. Okay, and then there's two answers to that. If we were winning and you cared about the Karan Davis situation because you didn't know, that means you're just looking for drama. If you say we were winning and you wouldn't care about the Karan Davis situation, you'd say, I like how my coaches handle it, then that's the point. The point is the only reason you care about the Karan Davis situation is two things. You're either looking for drama, you know, or you're not going to care. I think I might have said that wrong. You get the point. There's no way you would care about the Karan Davis situation if we were winning. He didn't play. He wasn't playing. You don't care. You'd actually be cheering that your coach is not talking about the Karan Davis situation. If you do care about the Karan situation, he's either your relative or you just like drama. You just like drama. And I only say that because I lived through it again. Y'all want to hear something funny? I am a terrible communicator. He's a terrible communicator. But I like to demand that out of everybody else. I like to demand communication and openness from everybody else. But golly, our communication on switches was terrible. Well, the defensive scouting report communication was good, but the in-game action communication was terrible. I disagree. I disagree. I thought he looked a lot better. I didn't think Manny looked worse. Bad look. Yeah, you don't mind the secrecy when you're winning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, either way though, like listen, y'all can say what you want. Get ready. There's not gonna be a home run hire that unifies. The winning is the only thing that's gonna unify. And the winning's gonna unify for like a month. Tight end from Ball State. I'm gonna definitely talk about that tomorrow. He might have been good cop. Actually, he wasn't good cop. You asked all the former players, they didn't see him as a good cop. Maybe Coach Cal was the good cop and Kenny was the bad cop. And he tried look, and he got his chance to be the good cop and was way too good cop. Then there's that. Okay, see, I didn't hear that part. I have to go back and listen to that. Great point. Great point. All year, why you waste the scholarship on him? Now he's the most important person on the team. Yeah, understanding of the mission. Listen, what you're saying right there is exactly a point. That's like a that's the red flag though. Inside out. You play inside out. Football, you play inside out. You protect the paint. You can make mistakes on switches out here. You cannot make mistakes, where you leave a guy wide open right under the basket. There was too many of those, and we don't get any of those. And when we do get the ball in the paint, running downhill on the pick and rolls, like how much confidence do you have that Brandon Huntley Hatfield is going to finish? Yeah, I mean, but again, when you say cash out, yeah, you're never here too late. Never pour too much. No, listen, he's a he's a good project. He's a 6'5" guard that's athletic. You recruit him thinking, if you can get him in the gym, you can get him working hard, doing the right stuff, you can get something out of him. But if he doesn't lock into the plays or the system or he gets nervous, it's like he took a good shot. Karan Davis was worth the shot, in my opinion. A 6'5" guard as athletic as him, long as him, he's worth a shot. I'll play that game. Yeah, I'll play that game. Karan Davis is not a major problem. I don't. Or you can say Karan Davis. Um, okay, I could say this. Why is Karan Davis, if he's such a a good player, and great teammate, why was he at a D3 school? Why was somebody like that not higher recruited, not eligible to play? You remember all the the Karan Davis? Will we get him? Is he coming here? Like I could play that game both ways. So again, if you like, if you put all your comments together, you can see what agenda you're pushing, and I can go against your agenda the same way. It's like, yeah, but Logan, he's not getting good. He's not getting better fast enough on the simple stuff. Is what the problem is. I disagree with that. Like you remember, I've been doing radio for quite some time, and if you say fans aren't looking for drama, you don't know what it's like. You don't know what it's like dealing with 500,000 fans every day. You don't know what it's like dealing with 500,000 fans every day. If you think fans aren't looking for drama, they're just looking for wins. They wanted Chris Mack gone. We were number one in the country. They were complaining about the pack line and too many jump shots. We were top 10 in the country. We lost the game. I had 40 calls about how Matt can't get it done. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Rehab is cheaper. So why do you say available? Why do you say available? Look, and he played. He listen. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's looking at. I know my show. It's like, come on, we got to find the things. Yeah, right. Right after you fire him. Yeah, that look. Everybody say that now. Everybody want their ex girlfriend's problems. Look, nobody don't mind the ex girlfriend's problems when your current girl doing something different. Yeah, Chester, like embarrassing. That's that. Like I said, that's the least of your problems. And then you're gonna do that. Like I said, that's why it's not gonna even do a benefit to start talking about coaching candidates and stuff like that, because it's gonna just start another. It'll start another battle. Somebody's not gonna have enough head coaching experience. Somebody's gonna be too old. Somebody's gonna be their level wasn't high enough. Somebody's gonna be too expensive. That's yeah, you knew that was coming. And then there's that. Like you do realize, like, regardless of the case, like you're gonna get the domestic violence crowd on the Chris Beard thing, right? Like you do know that. There's that. I mean, if you want to take a gamble on an up and comer, but you're gonna have to fight over a coach from a lower level. Because yeah, you would have to pay a great coach. Like there would have to be somebody to sponsor a great coach, like a booster. No, I'm bashing how much better we make them when we want some drama. And fuck you, Logan. Get out of here, Logan. Go make a new account. Come back in here off somebody else's name. Yeah, you have to have help around the basket. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you're gonna have to overpay. Please hit the like button. You mean there's not a lot of change after you graduate? How many bodies how many bodies did Lauren catch tonight? we we should do a giveaway. Cold to old. Yeah, you think Jay Wright would take this job after two head coaches been fired mid-season? I mean, if you gave $13 million, if you gave him Calipari money, he'll take it. Mm, mm. Slam Tana, how much of your income, of your household income, would you give up to get Jay Wright? How much of your household income would you give up to get Jay Wright? What percentage? I listen. I'll I'll take that one down with me, Nick. I agree with that. Yeah, the Trey White situation, man. It's this. Yeah, the Trey White and Brandon. Those are the two most disturbing situations for me. Trey White and Brandon are the most disturbing, are the most red flag situations. Brandon and Trey White are the biggest red flag situations to me. Actually, Brandon, Trey White, and the zone. Those are the three red flags. Brandon, Trey White, and the zone. Yeah. The lack of understanding about college offenses and zone and body positioning and strength with the basketball, those are those are those are the three alarming things. I like Davion McKnight too. I mean, for a season. And y'all got to remember, all these people respect Kenny Payne. So if Kenny Payne says it's screwed up there, a lot of people gonna feel like it's screwed up here. That's why this dude been in the game for 30 years. Yeah, like that. Like I said, I don't fault him for looking out for his image too. Yeah, that's too much agenda, Playboy. You got to overpay a name right now for sure, because the name knows Louisville's in a bad space. The name knows Louisville do anything to win. He would be open. He would be open for criticism. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all, I mean, I know y'all see it. Like people are running for the fences. You know, everybody wants to separate themselves from Kenny Payne. But I'm telling you, like everybody, not everybody. There's some certain people who didn't think Kenny Payne deserved a shot. But outside of that, the larger majority of the basketball world thought Kenny Payne deserved this shot. Now it's time to run for the hills and say, "Oh, y'all wanted Kenny Payne, not me." That's what we're in right now. We're in for the I want to separate myself from Kenny Payne. So now it's the well, I knew Kenny Payne wasn't going to work after this, and so now we're going through that separation and narrative. Ha ha. Oh, Marcus, you wanted Kenny Payne, not me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, nah, the majority of, like I said, not locally, nationally, thought Kenny Payne is the perfect guy for the job. They know him. They know he's a honest, loving, God fearing coach. You know what I'm saying? He cares about his program. Nobody has any beefs with him. He talks to people face to face. You know, he's been doing that for 30 years. Everybody outside of here thought Kenny Payne was an excellent hire. But you also didn't think Kenny Payne would be so stuck on his pro style offenses and pro style attitude. So that's what leading to the failure. That him making it about emotion and spirit and stuff like that. That's why he's failing as a college coach. But again, 80+% of the world, of the basketball world, who knows anything about basketball, thought Kenny Payne was a home run hire for the University of Louisville. Again, people can run for the fences now and say, I never thought, and I did this. It's like, okay, well, you were wrong. He was the odds favorite to be the best hire possible. Now you can drag in the racial component, you can drag in the former player component and do all the fighting if you want to. But the national consensus opinion, black, white, or anything in between, said Kenny Payne was a home run hire for the University of Louisville. This is a fact. Anything else from now, and I thought this and I thought that, that's narrative. The billionaires need to come together. He's comfortable. Bit of a front runner. Y'all know there's a name that I don't want to say. Our largest financial alumni. We have large financial alumni, um, financial sponsors and alumni. They're all level headed. They all can let it play out. He didn't want to deal with the NIL crowd. This is facts. And the one season, oh, that's pretty funny. I could go AI. Right. He didn't want to mess with that. This is facts. Fair enough. Rephrase that question. I don't rephrase that question. Is that like a gotcha question? Oh yeah, they'll lose. They will definitely use the thirst of Louisville to get extensions. Right. Yeah, yeah. Actually, the same thing. It was kind of the opposite of with Rick. What happened to Coach Payne, or what's going on with Coach Payne? Rick, Rick wanted his players in Boston to pick up full court and to harass, NBA guards. It didn't work like that. Professionals can't you can't out you can't in professional basketball you cannot out condition each other. It's well documented. All those guys that played on Rick's teams in at Boston, they would say Rick's trying to bring this college shit to Boston, and they weren't going to do that. Coach Kenny Payne is bringing the pro shit to college, and it doesn't work like that. College kids aren't built to have that level of self discipline. So it's actually the exact opposite of why Coach Pitino didn't stay in Boston and and KP is not being successful in college. And again, that's another one of my humble opinions. Does the athletic director get credit for Jeff Brom and retaining the rest of the coaches? D Nix, does he get credit for Brom and all the other coaches he retained, or is it just fire Kenny Payne because you want him fired, or he should get fired? Like how you know what I'm saying, right? Says who, Anthony? How do you know that? How do you know that? Do you realize every single coach says they're interested to get a raise? Yeah, and even saying that sounds stupid. Appreciate it, Brad. Appreciate it. I was happy for him, and he sounded pretty happy when I called him. I was happy. Listen, listen. I was happy to hear that he was happy about it. No, listen. Every coach is going to say they're interested, no matter what. Every agent is going to say the minute you hear that Kenny Payne may not be retained, you're going to find all these big name coaches. They're all going to be interested. interested? Are you kidding me? And they're all going to bend Louisville over a barrel. That's how it works. So you listen, if you really care about the program, you should hope it's a surprise. You should hope it's an absolute surprise when Kenny Payne gets let go. You should hope it's a surprise when they announce what the plan is, what the new coach is, what's going on. If you care about the program, you should expect everything to be a surprise. The better Josh Hurd is about surprises, the better an athletic director he is. Okay, what kind of preferences do you have? Who is this? Who is this? Who is Eugene Pepper? Or I consider right. Look, Musselman got a raise last year based on a So you want Musselman and what he's been doing with L. Ellis? I thought I knew it. Listen, man, I didn't know his name was Eugene. Oh shit! What's going on? I listen. I was like, man, I only know what Pepper is. Hey y'all. Hey y'all. We were almost gonna be one of the nastiest duos to ever go to. Look, I won't give the school away. But listen, this man, I even know him, and I knew him. Salute, man. What's going on? Congratulations, Arkansas State. Ah, shit. Man, dude. Hey, I tell you what, my email, CJ, my email is madefortheville at Gmail. MadeForTheVille madefortheville at Gmail. Please send me an email. Give me your number. Give me your number. We can work. Send me your number. CJ, send me your phone number. Hey y'all, this is a dude. This is a dog. Gosh darn it. Another night I'm explaining to y'all who he is. We going through this right now. I can't even give him his props all the way. CJ is a dude. Fuck. CJ is why I get mad at Brandon. I'm like, dude, you ain't from where we from. Oh. Oh, y'all. CJ Pepper is a problem. Ah. Yeah, there is some toxicity too. He's not holding on to anything. He's making good strategic decisions and not panicking. Yeah, yeah, but even not comparing Coach Payne to Rick and Denny, there are some particular things that can't happen here. You know, it's like that's the case. I didn't go to show. I didn't do the show today because I've been sick, and I can tell I'm kind of breaking down a little bit now. So be nah, CJ Black. No, that's a different CJ Black. Hey, CJ Black put me out the tournament. CJ Black put me out of the Tennessee State tournament. No, listen, stop. Listen, we gonna pick a night. We're gonna pick a day with you. We're gonna pick a day with you and get you on, man. Like we got some stuff to chop up. Hey, CJ, listen, we got some stuff to chop up. I'm glad you jumped in here, man. I never get a chance to tell you, man, just how much I respected you and how much I appreciate, conversating with you and all that good stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get healthy. Y'all get out of here. Let's pray for Steve that I even wake up early enough to do a show tomorrow, because that's gonna be what it is.